Hi, I'm Valerie and welcome to Valerie's Apron. Today I'm going to show you how to make the easiest homemade low-carb, high-fat Greek yogurt. Now, Greek yogurt is just cream or milk that has had the whey removed. The whey is where all the carbs are. So let's start without the whey. We're going to use whipping cream, and that's about your only ingredient. Now this is the brand I use the most often, and it's Darigold 40% heavy whipping cream, and it's ultra pasteurized. So why I like this brand better is because I don't have to scald it first. It's already ultra pasteurized. It's had all the bacteria removed. So all I have to do is heat it to a warm temperature, add the yogurt starch, and incubate it, and it's so fast. And I get this brand at Costco. I'm not sure if you can find it where you live, but give it a try. You need some yogurt from a previous batch or a live culture from the store. So if you don't have a previous batch of yogurt, then get a Greek yogurt that is plain with no additives, and you need to check on the label, make sure it has a live active culture. One brand that I like to use is Giovanni. So the first thing we're going to do is just heat up the cream. Let me show you what's next. Okay, just open your cartons, pour in the cream, and we're going to heat the cream to scalding. That's going to kill any bacteria or enzymes that we don't want in the milk, because we don't want to grow anything but our yogurt bacteria. Make sure you stir your cream occasionally while it's heating so that it doesn't scorch and so that it heats evenly. Okay, that's just starting to get a couple of bubbles in there, so I'm going to remove that from the heat. And we're going to let that cool until it is about 110 degrees, what I call baby bottle warm. Okay, our cream has cooled off. If we look at the temperature is about 108. So anywhere between about 115 and 100, that's a good amount. Now it gets a little bit of a scum thicker on the top of the cream, and that's okay. That'll just blend in. So now we are going to take our yogurt starch. This is 2 tablespoons of yogurt per quart. So there's about 4 tablespoons of yogurt in here. And again, this is just from my previous batch, but you can use the Giovanni or some other store brand. So we'll add the yogurt starch, and then we're just going to mix that in. Okay, and that's all there is to it, other than now we are going to incubate it. So we'll just pour the cream into a pitcher, into a jar. Then we'll just put lids and rings on here and put it into incubate. So this is the heavy whipping cream, and once it gets warm, all I do is warm it until what I call baby bottle warm, and then I just put a drop or 2 on my wrist, and if it's warm but not hot, then it's ready for the yogurt starch. And I don't even take time to measure it with a thermometer. Then I put 2 heaping tablespoons of yogurt per quart. So that's about 4 and a little extra for good measure. Oh, I take it off the heat. And then I mix in the yogurt. Then I pour it in my jars. And it's ready to incubate. I put this in the 1.5 pint jars because I like the wide mouth lid at the top. Okay, I've added the rings and the lids. Now it's time to incubate the yogurt. Incubating is just keeping the yogurt at a warm temperature while the bacteria multiplies and goes throughout the cream. You can choose to incubate 12 hours, 18 hours, or 24 hours. I like to do 24 hours. I just read that it's just better yogurt, a good yogurt. So that's what I started doing, and I like the flavor. The longer you incubate it, the more tart it is. But I've noticed when doing it with cream that it doesn't seem to get as tart and as sour as other milk yogurt. So 24 hours makes a really good yummy yogurt. So I'm going to show you a couple of ways that I incubate. I have a food dehydrator, and I just put it in there. It has a setting that I can turn on and keep it at 110-degree temperature. If you don't have a yogurt maker, or if you don't have a place like a food dehydrator to put it in, I'm going to tell you about a couple of easy ways. So this first way is using a hot pad. So if you can see the hot pad right back here, it's just a regular warming heating pad that you would use for aches and pains. The difference is you need one that does not have an automatic shut off. And the reason is because you don't want it to shut off after an hour or two and then your yogurt doesn't get incubated. So let me show you this close up. Okay, this is just a regular heating pad I got at the drugstore. I write on it no auto shut off so that I know that this is the one that won't turn off on me. I set it on the lowest setting. Then I lay my jar down and I just cover it with a light towel. And then we can leave that for 24 hours and have yogurt. That's all there is to it. It's that simple. The other method that I've heard of, I haven't ever used myself, but I've seen it done, is to take a cooler like you would keep food in at camping, take your jar of milk, put it in the cooler, and take an empty milk jug, fill it with very warm, very hot water, and put that in beside the jug. And then cover it with a towel and close the lid. And that stays at a pretty even temperature too, and I think it'll stay warm long enough that you could incubate your yogurt. So there's another way to try. Okay, this is my Excalibur food dehydrator, and I just put the yogurt in there. Put the lid on. Then I can turn this on and set my timer for about, I set it about 105. And I leave it there for 24 hours, and then this yogurt will be done. Our yogurt has been taken out of the incubators and put in the refrigerator, and it is set overnight. I'm going to show you first. This is the regular whipping cream. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Pretty creamy. Okay. And here is the heavy whipping cream. This sets up really, really nice, like sour cream. Okay, we'll add a little fruit and then we'll do the taste test. Okay, I've added some strawberries and some blueberries and some chopped almonds. Doesn't that look yummy? Now for the taste test. Okay, first is the regular whipping cream. It's not set up as hard, but it's nice and creamy. Get a spoonful of that. Good, tart, yummy yogurt. You really should try this. It's really delicious. Now this is the heavy cream yogurt that sets up stiffer and heavier and thicker. Nice spoonful. These are really good yogurt. You really need to try them. It's so delicious. This one's my favorite just because it just sets up creamier and thicker. The flavor's a tiny bit more mild, not quite as tart as the regular yogurt. But they're both really mild. They're not really tart at all. I really think you should try this whipped cream yogurt. Let me know in the comments below how you like it. Please like and subscribe to see more videos like this. Thank you for watching.